Close
Oh,
the reflection.
you can still see me, it's fine. So what we're going to do today is start off with some warming up with adjectives like we did at the last session. Revise last week's thing on comparators. And then we're going to do some easy listening and reading exercises. So I now want to try and start doing some actual application of your Japanese. It's pretty simple stuff, but I want your ears to start to get used to listening to Japanese rather than listening to my voice speaking in English. And, you know, it won't be quite as fun as Kenji and Rieko, Constantina. Yeah, damn. Okay, so let's start with, let's find the thingy jobber. Yeah, here we go. So again, in each case, I'd like you to make the plain present, the affirmative present, the negative present, the affirmative past, the negative past adverb. So this is putting ku at the end. You can see there's examples of each one here. It will become more, so something ku narimasu. The ba conditional, atsukereba. The tara conditional, atsukattara. Looks like atsusou desu, sounds like atsuisou desu, and then it is to atsusugimasu. So let's start with Constantina. What about, let's do near.
Near. Wait, nagai is straight.
Nagai is long.
No, long.
Yeah.
They have it near. I know this. Not skoshi. This is little. Chikai.
Chikai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so so I need to do chikai, chikata.
So negative first.
Chikanai.
Not chikanai, but
chikai. Isn't it the adjective?
It's e adjective. So you to make it negative, you remove
kunai.
the kinai. Yeah, kunai. Yeah.
Chikakunai.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Then past chikata.
So again, remove the e and replace it with
kata.
Yeah, katta. So one more time.
Chikakata.
That's it. Yes.
Chikakata. Okay. I was eating one K. Chikakunakata.
Good.
Chikaku.
Yes.
Okay. And what else I need to do? I wasn't here the last time, sorry.
That's good. So it will become
past more. Adverb, it will become more. Chikaku narimasu.
Very good. Yes.
Ba conditional. Jesus Christ. What did you remember this? Chikaba.
So if
I
you
don't remember that.
So if you look over here, the way to do it is to make kereba at the end. Chikakereba.
You didn't see that.
You didn't see the answers? Oh.
No.
You're very honest.
Yeah, I swear to God, I was looking at you. I wasn't looking even the screen. It froze in my brain.
Oh, Constantina.
I
don't think your brain's frozen. It's melted.
Yeah. You see, I cannot even use any language right now. Okay, sorry about that. Chikakereba. Chikatara.
Good.
Chikakatara.
That's it. Yes. Good.
Chikakatara. Chikasou desu.
Yes.
Chikaisou desu.
Good.
Chikasugimasu.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Good. Okay. Well done. Luke, how about deep? Deep.
Fukai.
Fukai.
Yeah. Fukai, fukakunai.
Yeah.
Fukakata.
Good.
Fukakunakata.
Good.
Fukaku.
Good.
Fukaku narimasu.
Mhm.
Was that here? It will become the back conditional. Fukakereba.
Good.
Fukakattara.
Good.
Fukaso.
Good.
Fukaso desu and fukaso desu.
So with the sounds like it's you have to voice the e. So it's fukai so desu.
Fukai so desu.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this one. Sounds like. Okay. And too deep is fukasugimasu.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. And Yanis, how about bright?
So Effie told me she's coming. Don't forget about her. She's just literally coming.
Oh, okay, cool. Excellent.
Bright is akarui.
Akarui, good. That's it.
Akarui. Akaru kunai.
Yes.
Akaru kata.
Yes.
Akaru kunakata.
Yep.
Akaruku.
Mm-hmm.
Akaruku narimasu.
Yep.
Akaruku kereba.
Very good.
Akaruku katara.
Excellent.
Akuro so desu.
Yeah.
And akarui so desu.
Good. That's it.
And akaru sugimasu.
Well done. Fantastic. Well done. That's 3 down, guys. 47 to go. So I'm going to join in as well. So I'll do heavy. So this is omoi, omokunai, omokattara. Sorry, omokatta, omokunakatta, omokunarimasu, omokereba, omokattara, omosou desu, omosugimasu. Konstantina, how about lukewarm? Lukewarm. You're muted.
Okay, I was trying to find that. Lukewarm. It's
Yeah.
not a atsu. Atsu is too hot. Tataka is warm for the weather.
This is pleasantly warm. So this is nurui. So if somebody gives you a cup of tea and it's not quite hot enough to drink because it's been standing there, then this is nurui. It kind of means unpleasantly lukewarm.
Unpleasant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So nurui.
Anything starting with Luke is unpleasant, really.
Oh, that was under the belt.
It's lucky we're good friends.
True. So nurui, nuru kunai, nuru kata.
Good.
Nuru kunakata.
Yeah.
Nuruku. Nuru kunarimasu. Nuru kereba.
Good, that's it.
Kereba.
Yeah.
Nuru so desu.
You've missed tara conditional.
Yeah, because I'm not looking. I'm trying to do it by hand. Nuru. Jesus Christ. Nuru katara.
Good. Nuru katara.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nuru so desu. Nuru so desu.
Good.
And nuru sugimasu.
Very good. Well done. We've lost Yanis. Luke, how about well, let's do this one. Good.
Yoi.
Yep, good.
Yokunai,
Good. That's it.
yokkata,
Yes.
yokunakata,
Yep.
yoku
Good.
or iku is
It's yoku. Yoku.
yoku.
Yeah.
Yoku. Yokunarimasu. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you use this, that's what comes in. Yokereba.
Good.
Yokattara.
Good.
Yoso.
Yeah. Good. Exactly.
Yoiso.
Good.
Yosugimasu.
So actually, the
Isugimasu.
sugimasu. Yeah. So for e is used for the affirmative present tense and the too or too much. This is only two cases that we use e. Yeah. Okay. Guys, can I ask you to join in for a second? I'd like you. I'm going to ask Luke to go through these again, and then when Luke has said it, I'd like you guys to then repeat it. But Luke, what I'd like you to do is don't emphasize the k in these, because you're making it a double K when actually it needs to be a double T for lots of these. So for example, the negative present is without any kind of hard consonant. It's yokunai, yokunai. And then the past is yokatta, yokatta. So you kind of skip over the k, but then double hit the t, yokatta. Yeah. So so guys, can you repeat after Luke says it, please? If you can unmute yourselves as well, please. Okay, go ahead, Luke.
Yokunai.
Yokunai.
Yokatta.
Good.
Yokatta.
Good.
Yokunakatta.
Yokunakatta.
Yoku.
Yoku.
Yokunarimasu.
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 Yokereba.
Yokereba.
Yokattara.
Yokattara.
Yosou desu.
Yosou desu.
Yoisou desu.
Yoisou desu.
Isugimasu.
Perfect.
Isugimasu.
Excellent. Well done. Thanks, Luke. Effie, is this the latest hat fashion in Belgium at the moment?
Turban. I remember my Turkish roots.
That's called racial expropriation, you know.
These days people are getting offended with everything. I don't, you know that at work, sorry, it's a small interruption. At the hospital, we weren't allowed to say.
Okay, Constantina, what about expensive? Expensive.
Takai.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, let's do the same thing again. I'd like Constantina, you're going to say the word, and then everybody else, I'd like you to repeat it afterwards, please. Okay, go ahead, Constantina.
Okay. Takai.
Takai.
Takakunai.
Takakunai.
Takakunakata.
We got past positive first.
Takakata.
Takakatta.
Takakata.
Takakunakata.
Takakunakata.
Okay, so this is, I know this is difficult because it's got lots of syllables that bounce off from one to the, lots of consonants that bounce from one to the other. So Luke, can you say this again, because this was really good?
Takakunakatta.
That's it. I know it's difficult. Takakunakatta. Takakunakatta. Yeah. One more time, Constantina, and then
It sounds
everybody
like
together.
Hakuna Matata. Yeah, okay. Takakunakata. Takakunakata.
That's it.
Where we were? Takaku.
Taku.
Takaku.
Takai. Takaku narimasu.
Taku narimasu.
Narimasu.
Takakereba.
Takakereba.
Takakattara.
Takakattara.
Takattara.
Takasou desu.
Takasou desu.
Takai sou desu.
Takaisou desu.
Takasugimasu.
Takasugimasu.
Very good, very good. Okay, Yanis, how about far?
As far. I think I don't know it.
Okay, who can help?
Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Yeah.
Oi.
Yes. So actually, all of the kind of metric adjectives, the ones that describe size and weight and distance, mostly they tend to have the same kind of sound. So, for example, and this sound is or. So we have oki, meaning big, omoi, meaning heavy, toy, meaning far. What's the other one? Another sort of or sound, oki, omoi, toy. Oh, what is it now? Wide, hiroi. This is only kind of hiroi. It's not really a long or. But anything with a large sound, they generally voice it with an or sound, oki, omoi, toy, like this. There's a couple of others which got a similar sound, but I can't remember them. Okay, so can we do the same thing again, Yanis? If you can say it once and then everybody repeat it, please.
Toi.
Oi.
Tokunai.
Tokunai.
Tokata.
Tokatta.
Tokunakata.
Tokunakatta.
Toku.
Toku.
Tokunarimasu.
Tokunarimasu.
Tokereba.
Tokereba.
Tokatara.
Tokattara.
Tosu desu.
Toso desu.
This is torso desu, ne? Torso desu.
Tosu desu.
Yes.
Toiso desu.
Toiso desu.
And tosugimasu.
Tosugimasu.
Excellent. Good. Well done, Yanis. Effie. So far today, Effie, we've done about 20 adjectives each. So I'm going to get you to run through 20. Only joking.
I just joined 10 minutes later. And come on.
Oh, we were really fast earlier. We only slowed down when you joined, so you didn't get confused. Let's do sweet.
So, am I?
Everybody join in? Am I?
Am I?
Mine.
Me?
Oi.
Am I? That's a thing in Dutch.
Am I?
What am I? Ah, yeah. Amakunai.
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 Amakatta.
Amakatta.
Amakunakatta.
Amakunakatta.
Amaku. Amakunarimasu.
Amakunarimasu.
Amakereba.
Amakereba.
Amakattara.
Amakattara.
Amasou desu.
Amasou desu.
Amaisou desu.
Amaisou desu.
Amasugimasu.
Amasugimasu.
Excellent. Good. Okay, let's move on to last week's revision. Thanks, Seffi. Well done. Okay, where were we? Where's Hodor? Hodor. Here he is. Okay. Who has only seen this for the first time today? Has everybody has seen this before, have they? Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. So I'll go through this fairly quickly because it's pretty simple, really. So we can start with a basic shape for comparing one thing to another. A is bigger than B. To make this, for example, using these two characters, we would say Hodo wa teriun yori ookii desu. We can use this in any situation, really. If this is the affirmative, if this is positive, ookii and not ookikunai. So yori means than or from. And to give greater emphasis, you can say, instead of just Hodor wa, you can mark it with Hodor no hoga. For example, Hodor no hoga teriun yori ookii desu. Ho in this case means direction. Does anybody need me to slow down to make notes, or are you guys okay? Everything okay? Yeah, okay, good. We don't just have to use adjectives here. We can also use verbs. For example, if I was to say that Effie washes her hair more than Luke does, I would say Effie-san wa Luke yori kaminoke o araimasu. So I don't have to put the word more in here. I can just say Effie-san wa Luke yori kaminoke o araimasu. Then this automatically makes it somebody does something more than the other person. If you want to look, sorry, Luke, go ahead.
Kaminoke.
Kaminoke, yes.
I thought kami was hair.
Yes. And ke is also hair.
Ah.
And kaminoke is then hair.
Hair.
Yes, yeah.
Long hair.
Yes. I think this refers to head hair instead of armpit hair. Okay. If we want to look from the other direction, though, if we want to say that somebody isn't as tall as somebody else, for example, Tyrion is not as large as Hodor, Tyrion is not as big as Hodor, then we're going to turn this around slightly. The adjective or the verb will be in the negative, like here, but we can't use yori. We can't use yori. We now have to use hodo. So yori is for the affirmative, hodo is for the negative. So you can see that the emphasis, the topic marker is on the lesser, Tyrion, and the adjective becomes negative, or kikunai. We can also use this form of sentence to say it is better to do something. For example, yasai o tabeta hoga ii desu. It is best to eat vegetables. So to do this, we put the verb that we want to say it is best to do in the plain past tense. So you can see this is tabeta, and then just put hoga ii desu. If we want to say it is better to not do something, then instead of putting the verb in the past, we put it into the plain negative. So for example, it is best not to touch tigers would be tora o sawaru is the original verb, sawaru. This becomes sawaranai hoga ii desu. Tora o sawaranai hoga ii desu. And then finally, we won't go into this too much today because we did this a lot the other day. To say most of all, if you want to say the biggest, the longest, the most dangerous, the most delicious, we can do this fairly easily by just putting ichiban in front of the adjective. So if I wanted to say that Hodor is the biggest, I would say Hodor wa ichiban ookii desu. Hodor wa ichiban ookii desu. So join you. Okay. Any questions, guys? Do we all remember the difference between this one and this one, why this one gives us a special function. Does anybody not remember? Okay, cool. So these are the four main things we need to remember. Yori is than, Nohoga is the most, Hodo, not as much as, and Ichiban, number one. Okay, yeah, Luke, go ahead. You're muted at the moment.
The last sentence, finally to say most of all, add ichiban in front of the adjective, then or sai.
Sorry, okay, I thought I'd done this. So let's do this now.
Sai add adjective onyomi.
Yes, I'll explain. Effie, did you have a question as well, or you just put your fingers up? Oh, okay. So, for example, if I wanted to say July is the hottest month, then I would say Shichigatsu wa ichiban. Oops, ichiban.
Sui katsu desu.
Yeah, so I think if you want to talk about month in just as an individual, then exactly ski desu. Yeah. Oops. So, and then if I want to say, for example, Tom is the tallest. Tom is the tallest. I would say Tom-san wa ichiban. And then this word tall, which is se ga takai. His back is highest. This means se ga takai. Yeah, exactly. Now, if you're not sure, then you can just use ichiban. This is a really easy way to do this. Ichiban just means number one. So it's easy to put in front of an adjective to say it's the biggest, it's the smallest, it's the longest, etc. But it sounds a little bit, I wouldn't say immature. It doesn't sound very sophisticated as Japanese.
Childish.
Yes, a little bit childish. Yeah. A better way of doing this is to find out the onyomi, that's the Chinese reading, of the adjective. So, for example, e.g., longest.
Cho.
Cho, right, okay, good. So this is nagai in the kunyomi and cho in the onyomi in the Chinese reading. And then put sai.
Most.
Yes, exactly, before the adjective.
Yeah.
So this becomes saicho, for example. This means the longest. Now, I just want to be sure, guys, do you all know how to find the onyomi, the Chinese reading, from any adjective? Does anybody not know how to do it?
I think with idict.
Good, okay, fantastic. You've said the magic word, so that's fine. So what I'd like you to do is turn these ones into the most. Let's do the lowest.
Saite.
Shush, be quiet. I'm going to ask you all to do this individually and then report back afterwards. So we won't do the lowest anymore. Actually, we'll use this as an example. This is Saite. Saite. Let's do the widest. The coldest. Biggest. Let's try these three. When you finish, guys, if you can look up, then I know that we are good to go. Okay, so the widest, Luke?
Saihiroi.
No, that's the kunyomi. You have to take the onyomi.
I couldn't find.
So if you go onto, if you look up Hiroi, click on it, and then press the kanji option at the top, and it should show you the onyomi and the kunyomi.
Kanji. Okay. Maru. Onyomi ko.
Ko. So this would be
Saiko.
Saiko. Yes. And Constantina? The coldest.
Wait a minute, because I think, sorry, I'm charging the phone. It's not that I'm not
Oh, sure. Okay.
called Shamui. Okay, Onyomi. Why it doesn't come?
You have to click the kanji button at the top.
Shamui. Code. Okay, kanji. Okay. Kai.
Kai?
No, I don't know how to read the onyomi. How to?
Oh, is it written in hiragana?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There should be a setting on, I think, AE Dict at the moment.
Yes. Yes.
There should be a setting to read it all in Romaji somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you click
really?
if you click the three dots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toggle kana
Toggle.
romaji.
Yeah.
And now makes more sense. Okay, kan. I recognize the kan. Must be proud of myself.
Very good. Very good.
So it's gonna be kan. Saikan.
Psycho. Yes, good. And Yanis, the biggest?
Biggest is Saitai.
Saidai. Yes, Saidai.
Ah.
Good. And Effie, I'll give you a bonus one. So I miscalculated how many there was of us. How about the shortest? You might know this one off the top of your head, actually.
I'm talking, but I don't get it. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, sorry.
Isn't short chisai?
No, short is mijikai.
Mijikai. I like midget.
Yes. Talking about political correctness.
Wait, so is that men?
No, I don't
What
think
is
so.
the onyomi? Is it? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's
Have
a
you got-
weird one. It's this one. It looks like a man, but it's not a man.
Yeah.
What is it?
Mijikai, kanji.
It's a short sword. What's a short sword?
Yeah. Are you using an
Is that I have the edict. I'm just trying to. I don't read the first kana. Wait, I'm trying to. I don't have the romaji under. I just try to read it like this. Yeah. I have this. I have the same. What is it? Tan. Tan.
Tan.
Yeah, saitan.
Saitan. Good. Yes. Oh, Saitan. Good. Okay, good. No problems
How do
there.
we do that? To read the romaji.
There's 3 dots at the top. You click on them, and then you can switch between kana and kanji. And
Thanks. Yeah.
or listen to what Luke said 5 minutes ago.
Nobody listens to me.
I know.
Story of my life.
Exactly. Right, let's do some exercises then. Shoshomachi kudasai. Got to find them now. Where were they? I drive. Sorry, guys, give me a second. Just got to find the right slide, the right problems. 20 something comparators. Okay, we should be able to do this fairly quickly because they're pretty simple. So we'll start with Luke. Summer is hotter than winter.
夏は冬より暑いです。
Very good. See this. Good. Constantina, winter is colder than spring.
冬は寒い。how is the spring? No, nature is the summer. I don't remember this. Something. I don't remember. Haru. Thing. Haru. Haru yori samui desu.
So that's good. Well done. Yanis, spring is shorter than autumn. Oh, you're muted at the moment, Yanis.
Haro wa
There you are.
shorter is haro wa autumn. I don't remember the autumn.
Who can help?
秋
Aki.
Aki. Aki yori
Yeah,
michikai desu.
very good. Michikai desu. Good. Effie, I prefer sushi to sashimi.
Sushi wa sashimi yori mashi desu.
Very good. Sashimi yori mashi desu. Preferable. Good. Luke, I don't like tempura more than kung fu.
天ぷらはコンフの方
And no, this is not as much as. So not. not
ほど
Hodo. Yeah.
ほど好きないです。好
Okay.
きではありません。
Yes, good. Exactly. Ski dewa arimasen. Excellent. Good. Constantina, Apple Macs are more expensive than PCs.
Apple Mac.
I think they call them Macu. I'm not sure though, but let's just say Macu.
Wa.
Yep.
It's always with wa. PC con. It's more.
I think it's called PC or something.
No, well,
No.
Pasocon.
Yeah, I think Puzzlecon just means generally home computers. So I think a PC is PC.
PC. It's like peace to your. Okay. PC. Takai.
We need a marker here, don't we?
Ga. But.
Makuwa PC than more than
Yori.
Yori.
I thought it was Takai desu. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Yanis, when flying, airplanes are faster than hippos.
Okay. Airplanes.
Is who can help? Airplane.
Airplane.
飛行機
Good. Hikoki.
Okay. Hikoki wa.
I'll leave a little space here. Hikoki wa.
Hippo.
So hippo is kaba.
Kaba.
Mhm.
Kaba yori.
Yep.
Kaba yori hayai desu.
Yeah, yes, very good. Okay, how do we say when flying there?
Flying. What is that? Fly?
To fly is tobu. Have we done toki in this Asahi class? We have.
It's Tobu desu kara.
So we can just use toki. This means when we do something, when flying. Tobu toki.
Tobu toki.
Yeah.
Toki.
And Effie, when swimming, hippos are faster than airplanes. Usually.
When swimming, so 泳ぐときね、yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
泳ぐとき、カバは飛行機より速いです。
Good. Good. Luke, Italian food is more delicious than British. That means more delicious than British people.
Okay. イタリア料理はイギリスの人、
イギリス人。
イギリス人
Yeah.
より美味しいです。
Yes, that's very true. 美味しいです. We kind of taste like ham, but I think Italian people taste like
Malted ham.
Constantina, Italian food is not as spicy as Thai food.
Okay. イタリアの料理は、タイのね、タイ料理、is not as, how was we were saying that? Jesus Christ, it's not as, ほど
Good.
辛くないです。
Very good. Karakunai desu. Excellent. Well done. Effie, Andy is not as tall as Tom.
アンディさんは、I had that on Tuesday.
Okay. Kim is the most tall of all compared to Constantina.
So, キムさんは
Kim-san, what?
一番背が高い。But how do I put Constantina there?
So actually, you can just do the normal comparison sentence here. I've written it like this, but actually, you can either say Kim no hoga or Kim wa. It doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Yeah, because you have to give a kind of, if you compare, you put a no hoga, but if you don't have Constantina, you just put Ichiban.
Right. Yeah. Or
Okay,
if you want to
so
say Kim is tallest of all amongst everybody, then this would be Kim wa ichiban takai desu. If you're talking about a kind of an open population. If you're talking about a defined population between, say, we know we're talking about the comparison of Kim, Luke, Tom, and Constantina, then you would say you could just say Kim no hoga sega takai desu.
yeah. But then we're okay. So if I say Kim no hoga sega takai, Kim no hoga sega takai des, but where is Constantina? The compared to Constantina, or we don't have to mention that in that sentence.
Let's imagine that's the situation that we know we're talking about Kim
Okay.
and Constantina. Then yeah, of course, we can just say Kim no hoga sega takai desu.
Yeah. Okay.
Luke, as for basketball, USA is most skillful compared to Liechtenstein.
Moshi? No?
So we don't need to use moshi because it's not conditional, but to say regarding or
Basketball. Boru.
Basketboru, something like this. Yeah.
What?
Okay, good. Wow.
Do I make May United States?
You can say Beikoku. Everybody says America.
America. America wa Liechtenstein. Yeah. Ichiban.
Oh, we still need a marker here on Liechtenstein, though.
Ga.
Oh, no, more than.
More than
It's just the simple.
Noho.
Oh, no.
Nohoga.
No, it's just the simple construction we had before. You can either have wa on the superior or Nihongo, and then the thing you're comparing it to is going to be something Yori, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yori. Jozu desu.
Yeah, exactly. Jules, it is. Exactly.
Jozu.
Yeah. So if you want to make this as for, there's a few ways of doing this. You can just use wa. This is a good way of doing it. Or you can mark the thing. Nobai. Yep, you can do this as well. You can say something, something, something. Nobai wa, which means in the circumstances of. Nobai wa. You can also do nitsuite, which means regarding. And the last one that I can remember is ni kansuru, which means connected with. This is regarding. And this is in the case of.
You can use the nara for the case, in the case of.
Oh yeah, you can. Exactly, you can. Yeah, basketball XXX nara. Yeah, you can do this as well. If. Good. Okay. Konstalinka, Piotr has more money than me.
That's a statement. True.
I don't know. I've seen his house. It doesn't look like he's got that much money.
In my current current state.
Yeah.
Of finance. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Piotr-san wa yori watashi yori
Yeah.
okane ga arimasu.
Good. Very good. Yeah. Okane ga arimasu. Just simply, he has money. Good. And Yanis, Chinese is harder to read than Japanese.
Chinese go.
So this is Chugoku go.
Chugoku go.
Yeah.
Wa.
Good.
Nihongo. Nihongo yori.
Yes, good.
Muzukashi.
So this is harder to read though. So we can't just simply say muzukashi. Do you remember how to do this? How to say easy to do or difficult to do?
Read this yomu is
Good.
I don't remember. Something.
Okay, that's right. Effie, I'd like you to explain it, please. What? Me?
So that we can use an intensifier. So you can use the verb. Plus, if you want to say it's difficult, you can use a suffix at the end. That means difficult too. So that could be nikui or zurai, or I don't know what else. I think we'll have a couple more.
Yeah.
So then you would have to use the verb in the plain for the polite form without the mas plus the suffix.
Good. Without the maths.
I'm not saying the answer.
Perfect. Well explained. Well explained. Okay, Yanis, what do you think?
It's yomi nikui.
Very good. Nikui. And then Des, yeah, excellent. Well done. Good. Cool. And then finally, Effie, Rammstein ist nicht
I've been waiting for this moment every time we do that. Like you have to ask me about.
As a professional musician, I think you'll find.
I will switch. I will say Bach is not as easy to listen as Rammstein.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, so Bach war Rammstein Yori.
Yeah.
Or Hodo. Hodo.
Hodo.
It's not as Hodo.
Yeah.
Rammstein Hodo. Kiki yasui desu.
Kiyasu.
It's not yasukunai desu.
Yes, good.
Yeah, because it's
Excellent.
negative. Yeah. Sorry.
Exactly. Yes, this. Well done. Good. Any questions, guys, about comparators or intensifiers?
Now that I see the other with the Liechtenstein, so I could actually put in the one with Kim and Konstantina, I could put Kim Nihongo.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit. Konstantina Yori Sega Takai desu. That's what you wanted me to put there, maybe.
This one here.
Yeah. When I was asking you where do I put Konstantina in the sentence, so I can put there Konstantina Yori in that case.
You can. So what I want to kind of stress. Let me just quickly do this little story. You know what's coming up, don't you, Effie?
I think it's the same drawing that you've been doing on Tuesday, right?
Yes, yeah, it could be. So this is, which one's this? Is this Konstantina or Effie?
Like Konstantina.
Who's
with
this?
a nice long hair.
Yeah. Which one is this, Konstantina or Effie? Who wants to make a guess?
Effie.
This is Effie. So Konstantina is like here, right? It's harder to draw like this. Okay, so that's Effie.
It's like the mom with the child.
This is how everybody feels when they're standing next to you, Konstantina. But a beautiful child, a beautiful, intelligent, gifted child.
Well said. Okay, saved.
Okay, so let's imagine a situation where Effie and Konstantina and me get to go to Japan and get to train with Furuichi Sensei, for example. So the three of us are in Furuichi Sensei's dojo, and I'm talking to Furuichi Sensei in Japanese, and Effie and Konstantina are training together. And we're talking about these two girls. And Furuichi Sensei says to me, "Dare ga dan ga takai desu ka?" Dare ga dan ga takai desu ka? So this means who has the highest dan grade. Now, of course, he's not talking about everybody in the world. He's talking about Effie and Konstantina. So we know that we're talking about the two of them. So I could say, for example, Konstantina wa Effie yori dan ga takai desu. Okay, this is fine. This is quite long though. I could say Konstantina no houga Effie yori dan ga takai desu. Now this means exactly the same. These two sentences are exactly the same. There's no difference between them. Konstantina ne. Have I spelled your name right? Yeah, okay. Now, this is quite a long way of saying it. I could say Konstantina no houga dan ga takai desu. I don't have to mention Effie if it's clear that we are talking about Effie and Konstantina. I can just say Konstantina is the highest grade. Konstantina no houga dan ga takai desu. But what I can't do, so this looks like, let me just quickly label these. This is type 1, and this is type 2. One with wa, one with no houga. This is type 2 here. This is using Nihongo. But what I cannot do is use type 1, which is Konstantina wa dan ga takai desu. Because all this means is Konstantina has a high grade. It doesn't say she's got a higher grade or it's, hang on a second. What have you done, Luke?
What did she say? I want to know.
Can I share this?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh my God, 10 years ago. Is this Tom on the back?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It looks like this is the father and this is your mother and this is Uncle George who's come. It's like they've had a baby together and here you are. Somehow the tall genes didn't work. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, so I can't say just simply Konstantina wa dan ga takai desu because all this means is that Konstantina has a high dan, has a high grade. But this means Konstantina's grade is highest, or is higher, or highest. Yeah. Is that okay, guys? So you can, like I said, these two are completely interchangeable. You can do whichever you like. But if you want to leave the person you're comparing to out of it, then you have to use Nihongo. Sorry, this one here, Nihongo. Okay. Any questions?
It's okay.
Cool. Okay. So what I'd like to do. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I can come bring it back just a second. It's this one just here. Are you just copying my fantastic artwork, Constantina?
Yeah.
If you sell this at some kind of art auction, I want 50%, by the way.
I can go for 1 million starting price.
Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah, let's try lira. 1 million lira.
Lira, what? Italian lira, English lira, Turkish lira?
English lira?
Yes, sorry, it's pound, but for Greeks it's lira.
Ah, of course, yeah. It is, yeah. While you're drawing, I shall give this drawing a little bit of action.
Why does she get a smaller?
Because she's smaller than you.
It looks like a little finger.
I think we have the same sword with Effie. I think we are carrying the same sword with Effie.
Really?
Same length. Yeah.
But in this case, it's health and safety. She stabs you in the back.
Andy, don't make it longer, please.
I'll stop there. But also, the good thing is that you can easily make hakama out of this as well.
Look how cute we are.
Yeah.
Mommy, look, I'm stabbing you.
Let's play stabby stabby.
Yeah, my camera just stopped. So
Stop working.
Stopped working, yeah. I think I'll have to rejoin.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'll give you a minute to rejoin, Luke. While we're doing that, I'm going to post this onto Facebook, this drawing. Here he is. Okay, so what I'd like to do for the rest of today is work on our listening skills. So just to explain something about how to develop your listening. So if we're going to improve basically our listening and our comprehension, but especially our listening, we should go through a number of stages to do this, to really kind of get it inside our heads. So we're going to listen to some Japanese first, and then after listening to it a few times, I'll show you the script as well so you can read it. But while you're listening to it, I'd like you to try to transcribe it into Romaji. So write it in Romaji. And then I'd like you to translate it into your own language. I then want you to make sure you understand it completely. I then want you to listen to it again. And the most important thing is to try to recognize what is now being said. So from any sentence, you basically have to go through this process mechanically at the moment. Later on, it becomes automatic, of course. But I'd like you to go through this process first. To listen, write down what it is in Romaji, translate it, make sure you understand it, listen to it again, and then try to recognize what's being said. Okay. If at any point you get stuck, you can just say, I'm sorry, but I don't understand this part. Can you explain? So I'm going to use Constantina and Effie to do this. This is going to be a little bit like Kenji and Rieko, but much easier.
What did I miss on Sunday? Now I'm curious.
They woke up not in the same room, let alone the same bed. They went for breakfast, and he apologized because he couldn't remember anything. And he commented that he had a sore throat, and she said, that's because you were so drunk, you probably snored. I think that was it then. That was mostly it, wasn't it? That was basically it. Yeah, not much really. Okay, so this little story is called Mayumi Phones Sachiko. Mayumi Phones Sachiko. In fact, I think, just a second. So I can do this neatly. There we go. Let me just share this with you. So this is Sachiko. Her name is Sachiko Komura. This is Mayumi Yoshida. Kawaii desho? Kawaii. They don't wear yukata all the time. This is just them posing for their Girls' Day photograph. And this episode of Mayumi, this is Mayumi phoning Sachiko, is happening on this day. Sorry.
The water day.
Water day, which is
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, so this happens on Wednesday. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. So let me just copy this again. Sachiko. Okay. I'll send this to Constantina and Effie.
Okay. Who is who?
I don't mind, whichever one you want to do. Let's look at the picture. The picture looks. Hang on a second. For consistency, would you say your hair is black, Constantina, or dark brown?
Dark brown.
And are you the same, Effie? Are you dark brown or
Lighter brown?
Lighter brown.
Yeah.
Okay, so Effie, you can be Sachiko, and Constantina, you can be Mayumi. Okay, so let's start off by going quite slowly, actually, just word by word.
Moshi moshi, Komura desu.
Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu. Konnichiwa.
Mayumi-chan, genki desu ka?
Hai, tottemo genki desu yo. Sachiko-chan wa?
おかげさまで元気ですよ。
Are you emphasizing the kawaii today? Is today kawaii day? Okay. Once more, girls, please.
Same tempo?
Yes, please.
もしもし、小村です。
Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu. Konnichiwa.
まゆみちゃん、元気ですか？
Hi. Hi. とっても元気ですよ。Sachiko-chan wa?
おかげさまで元気ですよ。
Okay. So this is at the moment. This is probably too fast to write down. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you little cues, guys, to do the next line. Okay. So guys, you can now write this down. Hopefully, ready?
Do we also write it?
No, I don't think you need to. Okay, Yanis, are you ready to write?
Sorry.
Are you ready to write down?
Yes, I will
Okay.
try.
Okay, so we'll do it really slowly, really slowly. Okay, action.
もしもし、小村です。
Sorry,
Sachiko-chan.
just待って. Hey. Okay. Have you got this? You finished, guys? Yanis and Luke? Yep. Hey.
Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu. Konnichiwa.
Okay.
まゆみちゃん、元気ですか？
He's dying.
Okay, and next.
はい。とっても元気ですよ。Sachiko-chan wa?
Well, that's quick. And then finally.
おかげさまで元気ですよ。 I can't really be kawaii when I speak slowly. It's a bit
You have a quality in your voice that it's like,
Okage-sama de genki desu yo. Speed up, please. Okay, so we should have had something like this. You should have had something like this. So moshi moshi, komura desu. And then Mayumi-san says, Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu, konnichiwa. Mayumi-chan, genki desu ka? Hai, totemo genki desu yo. Sachiko-chan wa? Okage-sama de genki desu yo. Okay, does everybody understand what is being said so far? Are you able to translate this into your own language? Alles good, Luke?
Yes.
Yeah, Yanis, are you okay?
Maybe.
Is there any part of this that you don't understand, Yanis?
First, what is the chan in the?
Chan, this is a friendly way of saying san.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It is, yeah, it's just more friendly.
Okay.
Is this being said to between men as well, or only women?
Yeah, between men it's also fine. But usually for boys you use kun.
No.
Yeah.
I think I heard that chan, if you say it to a male, it's kind of how do you say it makes it lower, like you say it like sarcastically or something.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the relationship and the situation, really. Yeah.
It's even between lovers, couples, they use chan.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yanis, do you understand this part? Okage-sama de genki desu yo?
Not really.
Okay, so okage-sama de, kage-sama de, it kind of means thanks to God. Thank God, I'm good. Thanks. So the rest of this, genki desu yo, thanks to God. Genki desu yo. I'm well, thank you. I'm well. So thank God I'm well. Yeah. Okay. So does everybody understand 100% the content of this conversation so far?
Yeah. Totemo is completely.
Oh, very, very.
Very.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is don't look at your notes and listen to Effie and Constantina again and try to recognize the words that they're saying. Try to translate it in your head as we do it. Okay, so I'll stop sharing. Okay, ladies, just slightly slowly, please.
Moshi moshi, Komura desu.
Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu. Konnichiwa.
Mayumi-chan, genki desu ka?
Hai, tottemo genki desu yo. Sachiko-chan wa?
Okage-sama de genki desu yo.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so Yanis, Luke, is this switching lights on in your head as you hear it now?
Yeah.
Yanis?
Yes, it was easier now.
Right, good. Okay, so let's hear it again. This time, natural speed, please, girls.
Oh.
Ooh, extra cute. Super kawaii.
Super kawaii mode activate.
Moshi moshi, Komura desu.
Sachiko-chan, Mayumi desu. Konnichiwa.
Mayumi-chan, genki desu ka?
Hai, tottemo genki desu yo. Sachiko-chan wa?
Okage-sama de genki desu yo.
I think he needs vacation after that, Andy.
Constantine, I think you win the prize for cuteness on this word. Hi.
Too much anime, too much anime.
It's very good. It's extremely convincing. It sounds like a real Japanese person. Okay, good. Is that good, Yanis? Finding this useful?
Yes, of course. But it is very fast for me.
Yes, yeah. So it's just a case of kind of listening to it a few times. It doesn't matter if you can't hear everything all the time. It's picking up key words, which is important. Yeah. Give me a second. Go ahead. Yeah.
I have understand lately that when I hear Japanese in movies or something like that, now I can understand how they create the sentences, even if I don't understand what they say.
Ah, good.
Sometimes it's a problem of vocabulary. I don't understand the words.
Yeah. I still have this problem myself watching movies because there's obviously a lot of words that I don't know. So especially if I don't understand the context, it's really difficult to understand what's being said. But yeah, if the sentence structure is making sense, then that's really good. Okay, let's do the next section, guys. Let's do this part. It's a little bit longer and slightly more difficult words, but we'll work through it slowly. Effie and Constantina. Have a read through, girls, before we start.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so let's do this in 3 stages. We'll do it super fast, so normal natural speed first, super kawaii, and then we'll do like we did with Rieko and Kenji actually. Then significantly slower, and then we'll do it word by word, sentence by sentence, so that Luke and Yanis can write it down. Okay, どうぞ。
明日忙しいですか？
明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか？
明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？
私の父が休みをしていますから、彼の車が借りられます。
Very good. Cool. That was ultra fast, guys. So don't worry. Okay, let's do it a little bit slower, ladies. はい、どうぞ。
明日忙しいですか？
Should I wait for Q or do I go?
Go ahead. You can just read it through slowly, please.
明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか？
明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？
私の父が休みをしていますから、彼の車が借りられます。
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So, Yanis, Luke, are you getting the kind of gist of what's being said now? Do you understand
Yes.
roughly the outline of the conversation?
Yes, they're friends.
Anything else? They're
Well,
friends and they're female.
Yeah, and they both have long hair. But they're, she's asking if, well, that's, can I tell what?
No. I just want to check if you understand. Yanis, how are you doing?
I think I understand that what Luke says, and also that they do something with the car.
Okay, good. Right, let's go through this. Can we do it sentence at a time, ladies? Okay. はい、どうぞ。
明日忙しいですか？
Okay, and next.
明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか？
Okay, and next one.
明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？
Guys, if you want any of this repeated, just say so. We can say it together. One more time, please, Christina.
明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？
Cool. And next one, please, Effie.
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？
One more, Effie, please.
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？
Okay, and last sentence.
私の父が休みをしていますから、彼の車が借りられます。
Okay, so you should have something like this. 明日忙しいですか？明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか？明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？私の父が休みをしていますから、彼の車が借りられます。So, does everybody understand everything that's here?
Well,
Go ahead, Luke.
well, it's the do yatte. Yatte is suru.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, do yatte is a kind of compound term. Yeah, exactly. How should we do this? How should we go?
Okay, then.
Does everybody understand this sentence here? Kare no kuruma ga kariraremasu.
Karerarimasu. Kariraru must be use.
Not
Borrow.
use, but borrow. Yeah.
Borrow.
Borrow. Yeah. So therefore, kariraremasu means
We can borrow my father's car because he has free time.
Yes.
He's free.
He's on holiday actually. We can borrow
Holiday.
his car. Yeah. So guys, is there anything you don't understand? Everything okay, Yanis?
I think
This part here as well. Tenki ga atatakaku narimasu node kaigan ni ikitai desu.
this is it becomes hot, I think.
Yep. Constantine is giving you some visual clues here. Do it again. Maybe eat some ice cream. This is beach tennis.
Yep, it's very famous in Greece.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll get warm. So I want to go to the beach, and then shall we go together? So, 明日忙しいですか? Are you busy tomorrow? 明日は木曜日ですから、暇ですよ。Tomorrow is Thursday, so I'm free. どうしてですか? Why is that? 明日天気が暖かくなりますので海岸に行きたいです。As tomorrow the weather is getting warmer, I want to go to the sea. 一緒に行きませんか? Won't you come with me? いいですね。Oh, that's great. 行きましょう。Let's go. どうやって行きますか? How will we go? How will we go there? 私の父が休みをしていますから。Because my father is on holiday, 彼の車が借りられます。We can borrow his car. Okay, so I'd like, if I can ask Effie and Constantina to now go through this reading again. Just do it continuously, but slowly first, please.
The second part, you mean?
The bit we just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same part, Constantina. Do you still have it? You're muted, Constantina. Or are you just talking to yourself anyway?
I'm trying to make it bigger.
Okay.
I wouldn't change, but I'm talking to myself all the time. Allora, okay. I'm starting. Okay. 明日忙しいですか?
明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか?
明日天気が暖かくなりますので海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか?
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか?
私の父が休みをしていますから彼の車が借りられます。
Very good. Does that switch on some lights, guys, when you hear this now? Yeah. Okay. And then last time, ladies, at normal super cute speed, please.
Okay. 明日忙しいですか？
明日は木曜日ですから暇ですよ。どうしてですか？
明日天気が暖かくなりますので、海岸に行きたいです。一緒に行きませんか？
いいですね。行きましょう。どうやって行きますか？
私の父が休みをしていますから、彼の車が借りられます。
Very good. Pretty good. Next week, we're going to make Luke wear some very tight pants and he's going to take the place of one of the ladies.
I would love that.
Okay, should we do the next section? Yeah, this would be a good place to conclude that then. Constantina. Effie. Okay, let's start at go ahead, Luke.
Is it okay if I try to translate it into English or Flemish?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to do direct translation, this is fine.
As far as I understand it.
Sure. Yeah, no problem at all. Okay, let's do super cute, super speed first. Then. So just an au naturel.
素晴らしいです。何時に行きましょうか？
道路が混みますから7時半はどうですか？
Why do you sound like an old lady?
道路が混みますから。
I'm putting a little bit of spice on the
Spice? Sounds like old tea bags.
大丈夫です。
では、7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
着きます。I think she's getting heat exhaustion.
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
私も、じゃあまた明日ですね。
また明日、おばあちゃん。
バカ。
She got older like 20 years because of the heat wave.
You know, I can do it in the male voice. I can change
No,
like that.
No, it's fine. Thank you. It's fine. Okay, let's have it at just again continuous but much slower, please.
素晴らしいです。何時に行きましょうか？
道路が混みますから7時半はどうですか？
大丈夫です。
では、7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
私も、じゃあまた明日ですね。
また明日。
There's ne. Okay.
Ne.
Ne. Ne. We are the knights that say ne. Okay, so let's do it sentence by sentence, please, ladies.
素晴らしいです。何時に行きましょうか？
道路が混みます。
Sorry. Just wait for you guys to stop writing. If you want anything repeated, guys, just say one more time, please. Okay. K-Dog.
道路が混みますから 7時半はどうですか?
One more time,
One more time,
please.
道路が混みますから7時半はどうですか?
You okay, look? Are you muted?
One more.
The doru ga, and then I'm just
Komimasu.
wondering if it's negative or positive.
道路が混みますから
Yes.
7時半はどうですか?
Okay, and next bit, please.
大丈夫です。
大丈夫です.
Okay.
Just a second. Okay, yes, please.
では7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
one more.
では7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
Okay, and next.
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
One more, Effie, please.
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
はい、どうぞ。
私もじゃあまた明日ですね。
明日です。
Do it slowly.
One more time, please, Constantine. Yanis hasn't had enough of your cuteness yet.
私もじゃあまた明日ですね。
Sounds like you may not even make it to tomorrow.
You have the car. You better make it. You have the car.
I've lost the keys. I might have flushed them down the toilet.
The cat even.
Together with the false teeth.
And then last line, please, Effie.
また明日。
Matashita. Baby. Matashita.
ありがとう。
私は日本の女が好きです. Cool. So guys, just take a minute to have a look through that last paragraph and just make sure you understand what's being said. Let's put it up on the screen as well. I know there's some new stuff in this. Oops. But this is the idea, is to increase our vocabulary as well slightly. So you should have something like Subarashi desu. Nanji ni ikimashou ka? Douro ga komimasu kara 7時半はどうですか? 大丈夫です。では7時半に幸子の家に着きます。ありがとう。楽しみにしています。私もじゃあまた明日ですね。また明日。So, 1, 2, 3. Yanis, can you translate these 3 lines? Let's see how we do.
I am Subarashi.
No, I am. It means that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Mention.
I don't know the Subarashi was fantastic. I thought it was a name. Okay.
No. No, it's Sachiko.
Isn't that a car, a Subaru?
Rashine. And then Nanji ni ikimashou.
When we go.
Yeah. So what time? What time shall we go?
Yes. What time shall we go?
Yes. And then Luke, how about this one? Doro ga komimasu kara 7時半はどうですか?
Because the roads will be busy. What about 7:30?
Yes, good. About 7:30. Yes. So we've got doro, which means road or roads. And then komimasu, this comes from komu. Komu.
To become busy.
Yeah. So so we've used this before
Crowded.
yeah, exactly. To become crowded, to become busy, or crowded, or packed in.
Sorry, how we can recognize when we hear the doro of road and the doro of door?
Ah, right. So good question. I mean, some words sound identical, and we can only identify them from the context. But a door is doa, so we have to. We should kind of open our mouths for the last part. Doa. So because it's doa. Yeah, and then doro. This is a long door and a short ro. Doro. Yeah. Cool. And then Yanis, next one. Daijoubu desu. She said, how about 7:30? And Sachiko said, Daijoubu desu. Okay, this is
really.
Oh, that's okay. So daijoubu is actually
Great.
a really useful word. Yeah, it means great or all right or okay or fine. It just means this kind of good, basically.
So that's okay. Means
yes, that's fine. That's okay. Daijoubu desu. And then Luke, では7時半に Sachiko no ie ni tsukimasu.
So at 7:30, I'll arrive at Sachiko's house.
Yes, arrive at Sachiko's house. Good. Yes, we're using skimas from sku. This also means to reach, as well as in different kanji means thrust or touch, but in this case it means to reach. Sku, to reach. And then Yanis.
To attach as well?
Yes, that's normally skeru, but the intransitive is sku. Yeah, exactly. And then Yanis. Arigatou, tanoshimi ni shite imasu.
thank you.
Thank you. Yep. This is a phrase that you either kind of know or you don't.
Maybe it means that it will be a pleasure for me to be there, something like that.
Ah, good translation, actually. Who can literally translate this? Effie, I think you said.
Looking forward.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it. Effie, you've changed your voice. It's much lower than it was before. Not from next week, though. We're going to have Luke speaking in Uber QT anime. And then Luke, 私もじゃあまた明日ですね。
I'm also looking forward to it. So until tomorrow.
Yes. So until tomorrow. And then Yanis, また明日.
means until tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like see you tomorrow or until tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah.
This is an expression.
It is. So mata means again, kind of means later. Excuse me. And then ashta tomorrow. So it just means basically see you again tomorrow or see until tomorrow. Yeah, even literally translating until tomorrow, this would be ashtamade. Ashtamade. This means until tomorrow. This is also a perfectly fine way of saying see you tomorrow. Ashtamade. Okay, so this is the last bit we'll do today, guys, on this part. I'm going to ask Effie and Constantina to read again. So again, if you can, if you want to read your transcript, you can, but I'd rather you just listened and try to recognize what's being said. So ladies, can I ask you to go through it slowly but continuously first, please? はい、どうぞ。
素晴らしいです。何時に行きましょうか？
道路が混みますから7時半はどうですか？
大丈夫です。
では7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
私も、じゃあ、また明日ですね。
また明日。
Oh, good. Okay. And then last time in super cute, excited mode.
We're going to the beach!
ミカナ
素晴らしいです。素晴らしいです。何時に行きましょうか？
道路が混みますから7時半はどうですか？
大丈夫です。
では7時半に幸子の家に着きます。
ありがとう。楽しみにしています。
私も、じゃあまた明日ですね。
また明日。
Good. Okay. Let's have a...
You there going to the beach?
Yeah, you'll be able to soon, don't worry. So just to reiterate, guys, hopefully we've got to this part here where you can recognize the Japanese that's being spoken when this is going on. This is really the important part of the learning.
By true Japanese people.
Sorry?
By true Japanese people.
By two true Japanese people, yeah, exactly. Yeah, very much so. That was really good. Okay, so last 10 minutes, shall we do, should we do some hiragana for the last 10? Yep, this is the last time we do, I think I've got one more set of tachi tute to that I'd like to do. Just a second, I'm just going to go and find the sheet. Oh, it's here. Oh, yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby. Look, you weren't on the Sunday when we did the Rieko and Kenji, when I was doing Kenji, and I had to do the very deep voice, and I think we broke in completely, Andy, in that lesson.
I'm just going to turn on
Like,
my phone.
Rieko.
Who are you going to turn on, Andy?
Myself.
That should
Keep everybody awake.
give you a higher pitch.
I'm going to mute myself now, Luke. Stop saying horrible things about me. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay, good, perfect. we're on then. So I'm not going to explain too much about these now because I think you've all probably done this a few times. But let's just have a quick review. So here is ta, made from the word meaning large, and just try to keep these proportions about right. So slightly upwards as we do this horizontal stroke, diagonal, slightly diagonal vertical stroke. Leave yourself enough room to fill in the rest of the space with the character for ko.
I'm using my fully pen at that moment.
Oh, sorry, let's have a look. Yeah, good. Good, Constantina. Excellent. Nice, Yanis. Good. Good, Effie. Good, Luke. Really nice. Cool. Now on to Chi. Now, we did this the other day, didn't we, Yanis, in the hiragana class? So just quickly. So to remember this, if you want to remember this, little aide memoire is this looks like the symbol for church on a map symbol. So I think of church when I write this. So this is kind of, again, slight upward horizontal stroke. And this is a gently diagonal. And then try to use plenty of space to do the curl, which comes back under. So. Nice, Luke. Good. Excellent. Nice, Effie. Oh, really nice. Good. Good, Yanis. And great, Constantina. Well done. Nice. On to easy one. So Yanis, can you tell me how you remember su? How do you remember this? Yanis? Oh, you're muted.
I do not remember the word that we put yesterday.
Tsunami.
Yes, tsunami.
Looks like a tsunami, doesn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Luke, we'll be with you in a second. So Luke. Look at Luke. Right, there you are. Really good. Very nice. Good. Good, Yanis. Cool. Nice, Effie. Excellent. Very good. Nice, nice, nice. Good. Then we have Tep. Tep. How do we remember this one, Yanis? Remember?
Tail.
Tail, exactly. tail. So it looks like a doggy's tail. There's the
Yeah.
tail, there's the dog's bottom.
Of a dog, tail of
Yes.
a dog. It's,
Exactly. There's
also
the tail
for,
there, isn't it?
for us is the we can say that it is the letter T, tough.
It does. Yeah, actually, it's pretty close, isn't it? Yeah,
So,
exactly. Konstalinka,
Yes.
I think earlier you were having difficulty reading ta from a edict, but the way that we learn to remember ta is this looks exactly like the ta. If you kind of draw your A's like some people do, which is like this, then this is pretty close to doing this. So this is how we remember ta, is it actually just reads like ta. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at te. Very nice, Konstantina. Good, Effie. Nice, Luke. Really good, Luke. Excellent, Yanis. Cool. Last one is to. To. So just to be a little bit careful with this one, guys, to make sure the proportions should be nice. Try and make this first line slightly more vertical. And then this line starts lower than the previous one. And then make a nice curvy toe, which has got a pin stuck in it. So you remember it's like to. Ow! This is your toe. And this is an arrow or a pin stuck inside it. To. Yeah. Really good. Very nice. Good. Good, Yanis. Nice, Konstantina. We'll put proportions there. Good. Nice, Luke. Well done. Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't get too hot. Drink plenty of cold liquids without any sugar in them or caffeine. Caffeine's all right, actually. But yeah.
Cold coffee.
Great. Vodka is also good. Yeah. Hey, arigatou gozaimashita.
ありがとうございました。
お疲れ様でした。